Funhouse-made costumes is the second segment of the 14th episode of Season 3 of Mickey Mouse Funhouse, and as always there will be spoilers from now as I talk about the episode and share some thoughts. And this one is really sweet, it's harmless, it's good fun. There are no heavy morals or lessons in this one like there are in some, but there is some creativity and some encouragement to focus on the beauty of a job well done rather than just throwing money at things. Maybe that's an over-the-top explanation of what's happening, because it starts off with everybody decorating for Halloween, and Mickey's making pumpkin spice snickerdoodles. Goofy goes down to the basement to get the trunk or the chest where the Halloween costumes are, and I will say the basement is really ugly. It's a really dull space to look at. Usually the funhouse is bright and vibrant and colourful, and I know basements are often depicted as being quite dark and scary. It's not necessarily scary here, but it's really boring. It's really unpleasant to look at. But thankfully we don't spend too much time there. While there though, Goofy accidentally loses the trunk in the lost and lost closet, which is where everything goes missing. It goes through there. It's unclear where it's going to end up, and unfortunately the trunk goes through there. So Goofy has to tell the others what happened. I love the fact that he admitted it immediately. He didn't try and make an excuse. He didn't try and put the blame on somebody else or something else. He admitted it straight away, which is a really admirable quality, and I think a great thing for young viewers in particular to be able to witness. And of course the others are upset that they won't get to wear the costumes they were planning on wearing, but they quickly realise they get to make their own costumes and they're going to have some fun doing it. We didn't spend that much time on making the costumes, and I think they could have shown a little bit more of the creative process to encourage young viewers to do the same. But we do get to see some supplies. Mickey has crayons, and they're making different things out of fabric and different materials. Minnie makes herself into a bow, and Goofy is a hot dog. And the costumes, they do look great. They look a lot of fun, and they kind of look like something you could replicate at home, kind of, for the most part. They're not too elaborate or too over the top. But again, I don't think we got to see them in as much detail. I would have liked maybe a fashion show, a parade to show off their costumes. I think they could have put a bit more focus on showing the creativity and really bigging up how fun it was to make them. So yes, they're definitely showing that it can be more rewarding to make things rather than just buy something. But I think they could have really shown just how much fun they could have with this. I do feel like it felt a little bit rushed. And then the guests all arrive, and it turns out that the costume trunk came with some of the guests, and then we have some beautiful messages about how it feels a lot more special because they made them themselves, and it really does reinforce the message. But I think they could have been more creative in showing that message rather than just telling us. And I think showing the fun they had, showing the creative process, could have been more beneficial and more impactful. And to be honest, with the guests arriving, I didn't really think that was that valuable. Yes, the guests do complement the homemade costumes, and they want some themselves, so it shows that people won't make fun of you for homemade costumes, which obviously, unfortunately, they might. But I like the fact that they're kind of showing that chances are your friends, at least, will really like your costumes. But as I said, I would have rather they use that time to focus a bit more on the creative process and showing the fun that can be had in making your costume, showing off your costume. It could have been more fun and engaging, but nevertheless, it's still a lovely story. The costumes do look great, the animation is fabulous, and it delivers a really great message as well. So all things considered, Funhouse-made costumes is a pretty decent episode of Mickey Mouse Funhouse.